Good evening, friends. Welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing the red live button up here, that means you're catching me live. If not, leave a comment down below that says hashtag replay so I can give you an extra special shout out when I'm no longer on. Let's see if we can get some friends to hop on and join us tonight. Hello there. Hello when you... joking. Say hello when you pop on so I know who's there. Oh, here I am. Hello, Miss Raven. Hello there. Okay, let me shut myself up over here. Oh, lordy Lou. Hello, Donna and Miss Penny. Shut myself up over here. Oh, I still can't do it. Hello, Donna and Miss Penny. Okay, that's enough. Well, you guys, welcome. Hello, Miss Bertha and Miss Christy. Thank you for sprinkling. So you guys, I'm going to do, hello, Miss Jacqueline. Thank you. I got my hair cut. Told you guys I was going to get it cut off. Here's my new do. This is my new going into work do. No more ponytail, you guys. It's too short. Thank you so much, Miss Dory. So, this craft I'm going to do tonight is actually a craft that's going to be really, I'm not going to copy, but it's really similar to one that Barb Lewis from the Shabby Tree did like last year when I was, before I even started going live. Hello, Miss Sharon. You just turned in that nice hair. Thank you. It's a snowman. It's a craft with snowmen. You know, I love snowmen. And I saved it on my old cell phone. And I was going through my old cell phone today and I was like, what am I going to do? And I found this one. I was like, oh, I always wanted to do this one. So this is totally credit to Barb from the Shabby Tree. And it's a neutral. She does a lot of creams and natural colors. So this is going to be a neutral craft tonight, but it's going to be super cute. Well, I hope it is. Hope it's as cute as hers. I mean, can we really top her? The DIY influencer of the year? I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Jane. So I have a salsa jar. That's going to be our holder for our snowmen. Hello, Miss Barr from Southwest Pennsylvania. Thank you for spraying the blessings, Miss Penny. And then I have this is a cardboard tag. You can use whatever you want, but it's going to have like a little tag on here. Okay, let me just give you guys a little heads up. If you can hear a lot of rumbling in the background, my husband's upstairs watching Jurassic Park. And we have like a cinema quality surround sound. I mean, like it's our own movie theater in our living room upstairs. Well, thank you, Jackie. Thank you. You guys, I've worn my hair like this several times in my life. I was growing it out for the wedding and then now I'm just like done with it. So I've had my hair like this a lot. So it's like short in the back. You guys see? Short in the back, but it's like a inverted bob. I am going to paint this salsa jar with Waverly Mineral. So it's a neutral color. And I'm going to paint our tag with the same color. So it's like a neutral beigey color if you haven't used it before. And I haven't used it in a long time. I had to make sure it was still good. But I busted it out. I thought it would be cute. So this is going to be our color. Like I said, this is going to be a really neutral craft. But I think it's going to be really cute. I hope. I hope so. So did everybody have a good Tuesday? I worked. I went to the chiropractor. You guys, I started going to the chiropractor. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I slept wrong a few weeks ago. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to start going. And I've been going like once a week. And whoo, you know, they get your neck and they like, and it's like, oh. You thought, was planes flying over? Yeah, right? Well, I almost went upstairs and said, could you please turn the TV down a little bit? But, you know, sometimes you just gotta let them watch it in their element, you know? So I was like, well, it's not so bad. So, hello, Miss Lori. How are you? Thank you for spreading the joy. All right, you guys. So I might only need to do one coat. I don't know. We'll see when we get around here. But this is Waverly Mineral. We're painting I'm pretty sure this is a salsa jar. I think I just brought it downstairs. We had some salsa and chips. And I thought this was perfect for this craft. So did you guys catch the vintage and thrifted Christmas event that we did over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. What an amazing event. I know there were other events that were going on, but I was kind of absorbed. I'll do the bottom in a second. Kind of absorbed into that one because I was part of that. So I was supporting all the rest of the crafters. Thank you, Natalie. I know it's my new do. I've been wearing my hair up in a ponytail for so long. I thought it might have forgot what to do, but it came right back. Hello, Miss Virginia. How are you? So we're just gonna dry this. Gotta be careful when you're drying your glass. You don't, hold on, my hair's in the mouth. That's the only problem when you have your hair down. It gets in the way. It gets in the way. So you guys, this weekend, my mom and I are headed out Thursday. Okay, so this week, Thursday, I will be crafting at 11 a.m. It's Veterans Day, so I don't work that day. But I'm going to be crafting that morning because my mom and I are headed out that afternoon for Metropolis, Illinois. For the craft, well, I don't even know what it's called, you guys. It's a bunch of crafters that are on Craft Round the Clock. There's like 40 of us. Thank you, Stephanie. Oh, Virginia, I haven't started the new job yet. Actually, I just got my start date, which is going to be the 22nd of November, so haven't gotten there yet. Thank you for sprinkling. Yeah, so I got a couple weeks yet before. Yeah, 9 barns that we're going through that have antiques. 9. I don't even know, you guys, how I can handle this. One of the gals that's in the group, what's her page called? Custom Southern Co. I think, I'm not sure. I'll say her name's Chastita, that's her page. And she does like antiques, and they have like an antique place down there, and where she lives where we're going, and she did a sale at the last part of that craftathon, well, our craft event on Sunday. She did a sale of antiques. I bid on like 10 of them. It was so cool. I got 2. The drive, Rita, is about 8 hours. Well, thank you, Miss Oli. Yeah, no, I don't start the job till the 22nd, so. Which I'm okay with, because I really wanted to start it after I took this trip, because I didn't want to because I have Friday off too, and Monday off, because it's an 8-hour trip. So we're driving, we're leaving Thursday night, we're driving to like Indianapolis area, and then we're gonna drive the rest of it on Friday morning. It's too much. I mean, I would be okay, but I don't want my mom to be in the car. 8 hours is a long time. You know, she's got old bladder. We'll be stopping a lot. She's not on, so I can say that. No. It's true. Yeah, well, there's some people that are coming further than that, and they're leaving earlier. There's some people are driving like 12 hours. There's people coming from Louisiana. There's people coming from Florida. Guys, we're hardcore. No, it's just going to be really cool. Okay, so you guys, I'm putting a second coat on here because it needs it. Yeah, I think Georgia. Where else? I don't think there's anybody coming from Canada. I think you can come in now from Canada. I'm pretty sure you can. If anybody's from Canada, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that you can come in now from Canada. But I don't think there's anybody coming from Canada that I'm aware of. Don't kid about the butter. I am almost on a day. Oh, Karen. Well, Mom and I might have to wear those just so we don't have to stop as much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's why we're doing it in two trips. So we're just going to drive. Does anybody live near Indianapolis? Know of a good hotel? Because I haven't even made a reservation for a hotel for our first trip, our first trek. I'm just like, hey, let's just find one. Hello, Miss Marlene. Oklahoma. Christina, nope. You're 46 and you're old with an old butter. I know, I'm 48. Mine's old too. When you gotta go, you gotta go. All right, this is not gonna be perfect. But that's crafting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go with that. So we've got our jar painted. Hold on, I gotta fix my holder to my heat gun. Just went all muck over here. Jeez, oh Pete's. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna paint the front of this tag. So Amy, I am making, well, it's hard to explain. So I just painted this jar and I'm gonna make some snowmen that are gonna stick out of it. And this was inspired, this craft is inspired by Barb Lewis from the Shabby Tree. Last year before I started going live, you know how crafters, you know us crafters, we just screenshot all these crafts and we're like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna make that, I'm gonna make that. Well, I probably make about 10% of what I screenshot. My phone is full of them. And okay, so we just painted that. This is what it looked like. Cardboard, just painted it that. I'm gonna set that aside. We can go on to with the rest of this. So I like, oh, I found this in my phone, my old phone. I pulled out my old phone. For one, I had to get the old phone out because I need to have a reference picture. Okay, so on the jar and on the tag, I used Waverly Mineral. That's what color is it? Like a neutral, because this is a neutral craft. If you ever watch Barb from the Shabby Tree, majority of her crafts are neutral. She has a lot of creams and, you know, tans and neutral colors. So this is one of hers. I'm going with it because I like it. You're in New Hampshire. Oh, thank you. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So a lot of these crafters, well, not a lot, but there's quite a few that are in this area of Metropolis, Illinois is like, I guess they said the southern tip of Illinois. It's close to Paducah, Kentucky, really close there. So that's where we're headed. All right, so our snowmen are going to be made out of these little pieces of burlap, okay? So I went ahead and cut some of these pieces of burlap. These are like their heads, okay? But I'm going to show you what I cut some of them ahead of time. You're going to say the same thing. Hotels are... Oh, I hope I can find a... No, we have a hotel for Metropolis. We booked that like months ago. I'm talking about our first leg of the trip around Indianapolis. I haven't booked a hotel for that. So I might have to get on and do that. But no, we have Metropolis, I don't think is a very big area. I mean, it sounds like it, right? Isn't that where Superman is from? We're staying at like there's a bunch of us that are staying at like the Holiday Inn, like an Holiday Inn Express. Okay, so you guys have seen me use these, this burlap. These are runners that I got from the wedding lady, the lady who did weddings. I just keep chopping them up. It does kind of look like cross-stitch fabric, but it's a burlap. You can see it's a burlap runner. Well, hello, Miss Christy. Thank you. Yeah, I hope I can. I guess I better think about a hotel. And I just didn't. We just decided we were going to drive halfway, so we'd leave Thursday afternoon and then just get that far because, it's a good stopping point for the night. I guess I better. I mean, we don't have to be right in Indianapolis, but there's like a ton of hotel. I've stayed in Indianapolis before when I was working. Went on a trip there. I think I told you guys I drove the. I mean, I think there's like a statute of limitations for this kind of thing. So I've been gone for so long that from that area. I drove a government vehicle around the Indianapolis track. Hello, Miss Amanda. How are you? It would work if I could still stitch. It would work. I bet you my mom could make it work too. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these, I have 3 of them. As you know, you're supposed to craft in 3s, and they're supposed to be like about the same size ish, and if not, I can trim them. So they you see how they kind of like curve because of the roll. I'm kind of hooking them together like this, and I'm going to paint them with our Waverly plaster. I'm going to paint the outsides front and back. So I should just flip them over like this. And then I'm going to like put them together, and I'm going to stuff a little bit of stuffing in them to kind of give them a little dimension. Well, thank you, Messina. I appreciate that. White cream, 18 count. Ada would save painting it. Yeah. You know what? My mom does cross stitch. I should have had her just. Isn't that a little pricey, right? I think I paid like dollars for these rolls of this. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna maybe do some blotting here, so you see what we're getting our snowman face, front, back, whatever we want to call them. We're just gonna pounce. We're pouncing tonight, you guys. I'm feeling like a cat. We're gonna pounce tonight. Oh goodness. So how's the weather where you all are at? My mom messages me yesterday. She's like, Kelly, it says on the I think she was watching the news. The map shows like snow in southern Illinois. I'm like, or I think she said southern Indiana. I'm like, or something like that. And then the one gal sent the forecast, which was like Saturday is supposed to be like 49. So. Oh wait, I missed somebody first time. Oh, hello, Miss Cheryl. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy our page. I almost missed a newbie. You guys, welcome our friend Cheryl to the page. You love one. Oh, you love one of those perfect for many. Yes. Well, maybe I'll have to. I'll have to look in my stash. I may have to gift away. I'm telling you, when I went to that sale, that lady was just, she was done. She was done with that wedding business. She was giving stuff away pretty much. I mean, we were paid for it, but like $1 for. Thank you for the stars, Miss Christie. I appreciate that. Hello, Miss Melody from Arkansas. Gray and gloomy California. Oh, wait. Isn't there a song, It Never Rains in Southern California? Wait, are you not in Southern California? I don't know. I forgot there was that little caveat of Southern. Oh, pfft. Do you guys see the first time viewer here? I hear the TV's turned down. He must have took a break from. Okay, do you guys see what we're getting here? It's not perfect coverage. It's going to be a little blotchy, but it's perfect for like our little rustic looking snowman. First time watcher. Yeah. Whatever. For those of you who are new to the page, Blake would be my husband. First time watching, apparently. He doesn't normally watch. He just harasses my friends. You liked and spread the love from Indiana. Well, thank you, Miss Kelly. I appreciate that. Well, hello, Karen Newbie from Southern Ohio. Thank you, guys, for joining. Oh, my dryer's done. Sorry. Oh, because you know what I got in the mail today, and I had to wash them. They didn't finish before I went live. I got five new Beware shirts, and they're all Christmas ones. So excited to wear them. This is one as well. I can't really pull it down right. It's this one just says blessed. I don't know if I've worn it. I might have worn it before. It's got like flowers and it says blessed. But the new ones are all Christmas. Super excited. Hello, Miss Shelley from Colorado. Beautiful fall. Well, welcome to my page. I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoy it. We have a lot of fun here. I like to just keep it light and have fun. A lot of times I will interact. I always interact. A lot of time I will ask for help with the craft. This one's not really going to need a lot of help because I have a vision from Miss Barb from the Shabby Tree. And did y'all go back and watch Barb and Wally surprise Pam from Lizzie and Aaron? Because I went back and watched the part where he actually walked in. It was classic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a crafting page called Lizzie and Aaron, and Lizzie's no longer with Aaron, but Aaron still is going strong, and she has an alter ego named Pam, and she was there. She's originally from Georgia, and she's down in Georgia right now because they're having a Christmas event with her craft page, and Barb from the Shabby Tree is from Georgia, and so she surprised Pam, which is the alter ego. She was dressed up like Pam, and it was great. It was a great surprise for her. It was fun to watch. All right, one more, you guys. You're at Michigan versus Indiana game. Oh, you were? Nice. You know what? Blake wants to go to a night game. Maybe next year we'll, if they have a night game. They haven't played very many night games, and this year they had 2. So maybe we'll get to go to a night game. So, because I know painting is not the most thrilling thing to watch a crafter do, but sometimes you just have to do it. Okay, you guys can see it's anything but perfect, but that's how I want it. Hickabilly Christmas was fun. Was it fun last year? I've never done it. Are you doing the virtual? Did you do? I mean, last year was virtual. Are you doing it again this year? I'm not gonna be around. I'm gonna be down there. Hello, Miss Rhonda. How are you? Thank you, Rhea, for sprinkling. That pouncing would give it texture, wouldn't it? All right, I'm just gonna try to get it somewhat a little. That was a little thick right there. A little thick in some of these areas. Just trying to dry it a little. I think it'll be okay like that. Let's see. So what I'm gonna end up doing is putting them together. The back is just purely for, you know, just so we have the back covered. So it's gonna look like this. So it's kind of, well, thank you. You like my hair? Thank you. You guys, I had to get it cut off. It was driving me nuts. Just driving me nuts. Nuts. Okay, I'm gonna put the paint aside. I'm gonna use it for one more thing, but I'm gonna put that aside for right now. And I have some snowballish. Okay, so I'm gonna take some, this is batting, you guys, from an old pillow. You guys, I take my old pillows and that's what I do with them. Put them in a bag, and I wonder if that's gonna be good. Let's try this. I don't know. I've not done this before, you guys. We'll see how this goes. Thank you for sprinkling. It was on Zoom, couldn't afford it. Oh, yeah. Thank you. It's probably super shiny under these lights. Yeah. Well, I did wash it today. I just kidding. Well, I did, but all right. I'm gonna glue this down at the top here a little bit, and I'm gonna just see how this goes. Do you guys ever watch, you know, Random Thought by Kelly? Because yeah, I squirrel. Right before I came on, I was flipping channels, and because I finished watching the show that I was watching, and I saw Home Shopping Network, and I saw a craft. It was like a craft event, and I was like, what's crafting on Home Shopping Network? Has anybody ever watched that? They were this lady was she was selling, like, it looked like homemade cards. You know how you can make your own, like, scrapbooking, I guess. Well, is it scrapbooking? I don't know. People that make cards, those are wonderful to receive, but man, that's a lot of work. But you have a passion, so that's good. But she was she was trying to sell this card, and it was like a butterfly, and she was like, the intricate lace of the butterfly, because she had a little accent, and I was just cracking up. I was like, that wasn't really the kind of crafting I was hoping to see. All crafters, if you don't squirrel, I don't think we can be friends. Okay, I'm just kidding, you guys. Okay, so you see what we got? We got a little scrubby. And you guys, when I finish this craft and I post the final picture on I will share, I'll try to tag Shabby Tree, and I'll grab her picture so you can see what my inspiration was. So, your mom cross stitches 100 Christmas cards every year? Holy mackerel, when does she start? So you guys, I'm gonna take a skewer, like a baton, and I'm going to stick this in here because this is going to help. And we might have to cut this down, but this is gonna stick because, you know, remember, we're going into our jar, right? Okay, so we're going to cut it off. I teach and I squirrel. All right, let me put some glue in here. Let me just put some glue in here, and then I'm just gonna shove. Wait, I'll shove this end. I'll leave the pokey end down because I have some stuff to put in the bottom of the jar. What's it called? Foam, you know, to stick it in there. So I'm going to finish gluing this. You guys, you know I don't use the finger things. Just tough it out. Okay, how's this look? A little lollipop. Now envision, hello Miss Sandy, how are you? Envision that I put a snowman, a face on here, because I'm going to do that. But this is what we've got so far, okay? We've got our burlap painted. Whoops. And if it's not white enough, we can always hit it a little bit more. So that came done a little bit there. So we've got this one so far. We're going to stick him there. Let's go on to our next one. There's three of these snowmen. So I told Blake tonight that I said, I think, because I'm not doing any more craft shows this year, I said, I think I'm going to, like, sometimes I'll just come down here and craft things, you know. Now, this is my goal, but I don't always follow my own rules or anything. But I said, I think what I'm going to start doing is the nights when I usually just come down here, when I just need a little craft time, I'm going to come down here and start cleaning, like sorting and organizing instead of crafting. And then, you know, the nights that I craft, you know, that's fine. But I think, I said, the only way I feel like I'm going to get organized is if I just do it like when I'm not at a busy time. So he's like, yeah, right. I said, well, I said, there are some things I still need to do. I have some things I need to make for some people, but once I get that done, I need to focus on getting this craft room like less looking like. I do have a path. I did clean some today in the path. Oh, you just finished organizing? Oh, can you come over? I got it's just so much. I have so much stuff, and don't we all? Guys, I came down to the craft room today and I was walking over here in this area and I looked down and one of my little, you guys remember when I did the what was it called? Down on the farm, craft around the clock was like down on the farm, and I made the cow and the pig and the little chicken with the Dollar Tree dice. Well, the cow was on the floor. And I was like, well, that's weird. Why is the cow on the floor? All right, here's our next one. I gotta stuff our little skewer in here. I went to pick up the cow and I noticed my little gnome. And if Sharon's on here, Sharon, I'll show you what. So I messaged Sharon. Because Sharon's a lovely lady from here in Battle Creek who bought me and Blake this beautiful. Cheryl is allegedly coming to help. Oh yeah, I know, she claims that. Where is she tonight? She allegedly keeps trying to get a plane ticket, but I think, you know, the airlines are on strike, so she hasn't made it here yet. So I know, you know how you tell stories, you start to tell a story and you're like, oh wait, let me go back like 2 days ago and tell you what it started this. I was looking through my fabric box and a fabric, like a little cubby thing. That one's kind of, that one's a little wonky looking. He's kind of, he's cute. I noticed that there was some rice in with the fabric, and I was like, why is there rice in here? I must have had some rice and it spilled, right? Because I thought, oh, you know, I used rice for gnomes and things. Well, when I came over here, that was a few days ago, right? Then when I came over here and went to pick up the cow, which was foam dice, I noticed my little gnome. Beautiful little gnome. I picked up the gnome, and the gnome has no body. Here, I gotta show you. It's a tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy. See this beautiful gnome? Nothing looks like there's anything wrong with him, right? But look. See his little body is is a sock? Well, a little shirt. Look. put a hole and took all, there's no stuffing left. Wait, there's a piece of rice just fell out. There's nothing left in my little gnome. He's gutless. No, Edna has not been in the... Edna and Espen aren't allowed... since we're still in the process of remodeling our basement, which is, you know, a never-ending thing, they can't come down here, you know, unless we bring them down here, which they don't typically walk on the floor or anything, just because there's stuff everywhere. But there's a mouse. We have a mouse down here. And I'm like... So I went... Then it like ding, ding, ding. That's where the rice came from. So I went through my fabric and pulled out, it's that cricket. It's not because I've seen the mice poo. I've seen his little trail of, yeah, goodness he's leaving behind. Nasty, nasty thing. I'm not feeding them. Thank you very much. So anyway, my husband needs to go get a trap. We can't have a cat, you guys, because I'm allergic to cats, so cats are not an option. So, yeah, I'm really sad about my gnome, but I'll fix him. He'll get fixed. Hello, Miss Carolyn. Well, thank you. Well, hello, Miss Sandy. That's okay. Really, if you guys are just hopping on, I'm just finishing the third of our 3 snowman heads here, and they don't really look like a whole lot yet besides little circles with some paint on some burlap. So I'm just getting ready to put the skewer in the third one and just talking about my rotten little mouse that's lingering down here. He's probably listening right now. He's like, huh, huh, huh. I told Blake, I'm like, look, he like took all the stuff out of this. I said, it's probably a rat. He was like, it's not a rat. Those nasty rats. It's not a rat. You guys, wait, you just got done from Amazon Live. Yes, I got a new hairstyle. Oh, is it looking blonde? You guys, one time, this is my natural color, right? One time, my best friend, she's a hairdresser, but years ago, it's like early 2000s, she bleached my hair. She's like, you need a new look. She bleached my hair. It was blonde. Blonde. Woo, my mom was like, what's wrong with your hair? Okay, so here are our 3 little popsicle looking snowmen. All right, let's get rid of this. We're done with that. His name is Mickey or Jerry. His name is gonna be Mud because he's get a sticker trap and put a small amount of peanut butter. Okay, well technically, wait, am I am feeding him right? I didn't know though. This is the thing. I messaged Sharon and I was like, does Kathy put rice in her gnomes? You guys, I'm just getting the paint off my hands so I don't get it everywhere. And she said, yeah. I said, okay, because I just happened to see that rice a couple days ago and I just thought, oh, the rice must have spilled when I had rice down here before. I don't know, you guys. Like, and it was like down inside things. He's getting ready to make a home. Haha, sucker. All right, okay. Let me see where I'm at now. Let me get my, let me get back together here. Our little snowmen, I'm gonna lay them out here now. We got to put a face on them. Maybe that'll help us decide if they're, I think they're going to be cute like this. Mighty Mouse. I hope not. I hope he's not strong. I hope he dies. No. Okay. We're going to use some black paint, just some regular apple barrel. I didn't say the Cracker Barrel. I almost did. And I'm just going to put some eyes and a mouth. Let me look at my picture here. Let me make sure this is what, because I want it to look cute, and I'm not good with, okay, I'm not good with freehanding things. You know, there's people that are really good with freehanding and painting. Yeah, not me. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little, I didn't want to use buttons or anything. I just wanted to keep it simple. Just some little eyes. Whoops. It's a little bit to the side a little bit. He's kind of like, hey. See, I'm not good at this, you guys. See if I can get this a little bit. A little, can you guys see? Let me pull it back. A little bit better. Was that one? I don't, I feel like they're a little bit kind of crooked. Maybe it's me. I'm a lefty. You wonder if the children have seen the mouse. Oh. You're not good at freehanding either. No, I'm not. I'm just not. I started with the eyes to think that I could. All right, let me see about the mouth now. We'll go back now with the mouth. And, you know, just keeping it simple with some little dots, but still might. Okay, once I add the nose, maybe it'll look, it looks happy. Looks like a happy, what did Bob Ross used to say, happy little trees? Looks like a happy little snowman. All right, there's that one. Wait, he needs another little, he's crooked. There, that one's gonna have 5. Use the end, use the end of the paintbrush. See, the reason why I didn't do that on this is because the burlap is kind of hard to get, like, the surface. I thought about that. That's why I got the small brushes out. But I just went ahead and used the regular end. Happy accidents, Bob Ross. Yes. Have the puppy seen the mouse? Oh, have the puppies? Oh, no. Well, they were outside earlier, and you guys have a window up here? You know, remember that one day the window was open? They were in the window well earlier. I was outside, and I was like, come on, get in here. They were in the window well because I had the lights out. I think they were looking down here. It would have been funny to see that from the other side, but. All right. Now, onto our nose. We're using Anita's all-purpose acrylic in the color Pumpkin, okay? So let's put a little nose here. Let's see how I can do here with the nose. Okay, so normally what I do is just put a little circle-ish thing and just kind of work my way out, kind of squiggling it. Okay, what do you think about that? This is kind of like primitive. Does this look primitive? Does anybody like primitive? I love primitive. I'm calling it that. I'm just making up my own story. This is my version of primitive. There's a store down in Shipshewana. Okay, his is a little bit fatter. That has a primitive store. There's a couple of them, but there's one that's really primitive. I just love that store. I love it. Okay, this one. His nose looks more like a like a ski. Okay, so here are our three little snowmen. We'll sit those in there while I have my so remember I have my little tag, right? So I'm gonna go, well, dry it up a little bit. You love primitive? I do too. I do too. And you know, when I moved in with Blake, he inherited a lot of like antique stuff from his grandparents. I'm like, oh, when we get our house one day, we'll have some really cute looking rooms. All right, so this is gonna go on our tag. This is gonna be another snowman on our tag, okay? So we're just pouncing our little snowman body here. Okay, and we'll dry him. And it's gonna sit right on our little tag. Whoops, come back. Okay. So we're gonna end up putting him on here like this. Okay, so our little snowman sits right on our tag, and this is gonna hang in the front. Thank you, guys. Oh, yes, antiques. Well, that's this weekend. You guys, probably all the money I earned from the craft show is gonna just be spent on antiques this weekend. I'm so excited. So excited. Like I said, I was bidding on a bunch of things. I was like, you need to stop bidding, but I didn't win everything because, you know, you can't always tell when you're bidding on things. Okay, here's our little tag with our snowman. Now I have to put a face on him, okay? I did cut my hair Thank you, Jackie, for hopping on. Good night. Sleep well. You guys say good night to our friend Jackie, who's in the UK. So she's got to go to bed because it's super late there. They're about, I think, 5 hours. Wait, 12:40. What are we? 7:40? 5 hours. So she's got to go to bed. You're more hardcore than I am. I don't stay up that late. I always watch the replays. Okay, we're putting a face on this little guy. He looks like he's got something to say. Your mom's maiden name is Beers. Rarely see that. Oh. Well, you could be related. You could be related. Okay, we're gonna put a little our little nose on this little guy. Okay, cute. Oh, wait, before I close up the black, Barb, remember, this is the Shabby Tree inspired. She did put some arms on this little guy. So let me try. There's not a lot of room here for arms. She just kind of, okay, I think she just kind of drew them like, all right, hold on, let me look at my picture real quick. I'm not even sure you can really see them. Oh yeah, she just kind of did a, oh, sure. She's stinking cute. Kind of like this, and just did a little, those are probably way too chunky, but something like this. It, you know, we're probably not gonna see him. Just something cute like that, right? I don't know. He's got some arms on there. I was trying to make it look cute. Trying to make it look similar, but not the same. But I just love it so much that I loved it the way it was, and I just wanted to keep it that way. You ever have that feeling? You're like, you love somebody's craft so much, you're just like, I want to make one just like it. Okay, just wiping these paintbrushes off. I'm going to pull this guy back. I'm going to pull these out because I need to put a chunk of T-Rex Snowman. He is too. It's totally T-Rex. hers, I think she's got a bigger tag. So hers are a little bit longer, but hers are like got the little things kind of similar to that. All right, I gotta cut this down just a tad here. Now this floral foam, say that 10 times fast, is from Dollar Tree, you guys. I think we can just shove it in there. Just shove it down in there. I'm just gonna put some hot glue down in there. Just twist it around. It'll sit there. Solid, good to go. Okay. Then we can shove we can decide, let's see what we want to do. I think I'll just make that the front. All right, before I put my snowman in, I have some greens, right? So she had some greens like this. Oh, I froze up. Am I frozen, you guys? Did I freeze? I don't show frozen on my end, so I'm not sure. I hope not. Looks like I plucked some off this one. I did a little Charlie Brown. I hope it's not frozen. Where are my cutters? Not there? Okay, good. I don't know why. What would have done that? Okay, so I might have to cut these down. So I've got just some random greenery I had in my floral, but this one's got some frosty looking shimmery. This one came from Dollar Tree. I think I just got this one. So if you can go find, and the tag looks like that. I'm pretty sure it's Dollar Tree. Christmas House. It's the only place I go anymore. Chiropractor, Dollar Tree. Craft show, Dollar Tree. And then this is, I don't know, this probably, I don't know if it came from there or not. I don't know, you guys, somewhere. So I'm going to stick this in here. I'm just gonna stick the greens in first and then we'll work around with our snowman. I'm just sticking these. So it's kind of like this, okay? Just okay, kind of just like this, okay? And you can pull them out if you, whoa, you can pull them out if you want, get them a little bit, and you can add more. I might end up adding some more of the sparkly kind. I don't have any more, but I might end up adding some more. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to, let me see, get out of there. I'm gonna put one in the middle, and I think I'll leave him tall. Put that back. We'll see if that's too tall. And then I need to, I'm gonna end up cutting the, whoops. End up cutting this pointy spot off anyway. And then there's a little bit shorter one. What do you think about that? And then, you guys see that one? That one flew way over there. Okay, you guys like them like that? How stinking cute is that? Now, is that not adorable? We're not even done yet, you guys. So you just need a salsa jar, or spaghetti jar, or a mason jar, or whatever kind of jar you want. You can do a shorter jar. You don't have to do a tall one. I'd put the tall one inside the bush a little. So bring the tall one back. Okay. You say that. I had to pull it out. Like this. Does he look hidden? He looks like he's in the jungle now. Okay, wait, maybe if I just kind of... Okay, how about that? Does he look good like that? I know it's hard for me to hold it up so you guys can see it. Yes, what she said. Does that look better like that? He's back a little bit, but I kind of moved it around so he's not like going, hey, hey. Bring him up a bit. Wait. Which one? Does this one need to come up a little bit now? What do you guys think? Yeah, it's backwards for me. It looks good. Okay, so I've got our little tag here, and I'm going to take just some of this neutral colored, it's like, I don't know, jute. It came from a pack that I think came from Michael's. I'm going to tie this around the front. Hold on, let me get this on here. Okay, see, it's going to be just like this. I'll adjust it, but I'm going to tie it in the back and then... Okay, where'd my scissors go? Who put them away? A darn ghost? Okay, how do you guys like that? I might end up gluing him down a little bit. Okay, do you guys like... I don't know if I like this right here. This is... It's like he's... If I can get it to stay, it's almost like he's like, hello, I'm in the jungle over here. All right, the last thing... Let me see if it's the last thing I need to do for this little guy. Yes, because, you know, I always forget things. The last thing I want to do is I want to take some of this. This is my... I'm going to wrap... Oh, this is all I have. Oh, I don't... We'll see if this works. Oh, maybe I'll cut it in half. Let's see. Because it is kind of big. So this is the burlap ribbon, the roll ribbon you can get at Dollar Tree. This was just a roll I had laying over there. Didn't know how much was left. But I'm going to see if this is enough. If not, I've got another new roll over there. Because, you know, you always have to have a backup. You don't like that weed in his face. I know. Bring him back up a little bit. Okay. I like them separated like that. Okay. As long as I can get the weed out of his face. Yeah, I agree. He's a little bit weedy. Yeah, let me see. Okay. just looking to see if I have it long enough. I might need to cut because I want to wrap this around the front here. Okay, I just want to see if it's going to be long enough. Okay, I think it's going to be long enough. I'm going to take, I just cut that in half, and then I'm going to take some of this pretty lace ribbon that I have. If you guys watch Barb, you know she uses a lot of lace when she crafts, so. She used like some, not lace, but this is what I had and I thought it was pretty, so that's what I'm using. Oh, you get drama on the phone? Okay, so let me see if I can get this baby to wrap around here. You guys, this little snowman is so stinking cute. Like, he does look like a little T-Rex. He's like chubby, doesn't have a, you know, he doesn't have a neck, and then his little hands come out. He's stinking cute. Whoops. He's twisted around though. That's why I might have to. I have to put a little bit of glue on the back so he'll stay. He's moving on me. Hold on just a second. There. Now he's gonna stay right where he belongs. Okay, so let me see if I can get this tied on here in some manner. Maybe I'll have to tie it separately. I might actually, let me see how this goes. Well, it's kind of like this. Okay, hold on. I wish I could do it together, but I can't seem to figure out how to do that. Get it looking good. You know how burlap can be finicky sometimes. Okay, let me see. Some of the pieces are coming out of it. I'm just gonna try to manhandle it. Just manhandle it and get it kind of flexible because it's kind of not flexible. And I'm gonna try to tie it together because I think it's gonna look better tied together. If I don't drop the jar on the floor, you guys. Can you guys see it? Jar down, we have to start all over. No, I'm just kidding. Alrighty, I think we're gonna just go with that. It's kind of flowing back here in the back. It's not really a knot, it's more of just a tied. How did Barb do hers? Yeah, she probably did a knot, but I kind of like this. I might just glue it right here. All right, what do you guys think? I'm holding it right here to keep it out of the snowman's face, but see how it's just kind of tied? And it's kind of over, kind of brushed to the side. What do you guys think? Is it super cute? I feel like he needs to come up a little bit, and he needs to, I just need to get him, okay, let me bring him out for a minute. He is bugging me. All right, how about this, you guys? How about this? He's still in the weeds. He's just not weeds in his face. Is that stinking cute? And that's what Barb from the Shabby Tree would say. She would say this is stinking cute. Because this is her craft, you guys. All right. So let me just recap what I did. Jar, any kind of jar, whatever. We painted it with the Waverly Mineral. Okay. It's not perfect by any means, you guys. And then we took some pieces of a burlap runner to make our little snowman heads. Now, when I post her picture, hers looks more kind of like raggedy edges. Like she had, her burlap was a little bit more raggedy, which is great. But this is just what I had. And then we painted them with some Waverly plaster. We did the little faces, our little wonky faces. We put some skewers and put them in there, added some greens. And then we made our little tag with our little tiny little snowman guy here on our tag. And then we just wrapped some burlap and some lace around the top. And how stinking cute is that? So that's our craft for tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget to let me know in the comments if you sprinkled SHARE or spread the joy. I will be back Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is different, but I'm on craft around the clock. And I won't be on Thursday night because we'll be driving. Can't craft and drive. We could try, but I don't think that's going to work. So, you guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you back here Thursday at 11 a.m. If you're not working, if you are, just take a little break. But thank you so much, and have a great night. Bye-bye.